Yeah? Gigi says. She reaches across and touches the waiting tissue with the tip of one finger. Jemima can leap higher than my head, from like just standing still. Wow. And she does somersaults and stuff, twisting and turning in midair. She's a real show-off. It sounds like the two of you are pretty close. Silence. Dr. Rowe shifts in his chair, trying to ease the gas that is building up in his guts. He really should have ordered the tuna. Gigi is holding herself terribly still, taking tiny sips of breath so as not to break apart into sharp little pieces. She focuses on the corner of tissue till it seems to expand and fill the whole room with bleached whiteness. Her eyes ache. In and out. Little sips of breath. Gigi? But Dr. Rowe has been in the business long enough to know that his patient is not going to say any more. Not today. Adele sits in her car in the parking lot outside and waits for her niece to emerge from the building. She closes her raw eyes and leans her head back. Her body aches to sleep, but her haranguing thoughts won't let her. In her lap, her hands are clenched into fists, her fingernails going from pink to white to mauve. Purple fingernails. Adele and I always used to share nail varnish when we were teenagers. She liked to paint her toenails, and I used to colour in my fingertips, under the misguided impression that it made my long hands look less monkeyish. I remember how Adele once spent 15 whole minutes selecting a shade of nail varnish from the array of little bottles at the big pharmacy in the mall. She'd asked Mom to take her there especially, so that she'd have the most options to choose from. The rich, bluish burgundy shade that Adele finally picked looked to me like dark, clotted blood. But from the satisfied look on her face, I imagine it must have made her feel edgy and darkly alive. She bought the nail varnish on the afternoon before her 4th date with Liam. I'd been numbering their encounters as closely as she had, so when I walked into the lounge to find her sitting in front of the TV but not seeing it, I knew she was waiting for night to fall. We were both counting the minutes till she would be with him again. I watched her from the doorway, seeing how she kept glancing at her socked feet with those freshly painted burgundy toenails beneath. Clearly, she was planning for Liam to see her naked feet. How much more of her nakedness was she going to share? The nail varnish was worldly looking, dangerous, sexy. My stomach clenched, and then fluttered, and then clenched again. The flickering light from the TV danced over my sister's face, but I couldn't read her expression. I wanted to know what she was thinking. Did she have the same breathless feeling in her chest that I got when I thought of him? Suddenly, I jerked to life. I marched up to the sofa and ruffled her hair from behind. "Sally!" she yelped, spinning in her seat to scowl at me. "Come on, man!" "What?"